Okay, here we are, Saturday morning, July the 4th. When I got in the car this morning, it was just after 6. It was on the car thermometer, 17 degrees. We drove into the village because I wanted to take it easy again today. And the temperature said 12 degrees. I was going to go somewhere else with Pippa because I wanted to go get some gas and walk in a different area. But I only have the shorts and a t-shirt on. And I have to admit, right at the moment, it's roughly 6:45. We've been walking for about 20 minutes. And I'm chilly on July the 4th. Anyway, so we've got to keep walking to keep the blood flowing. And it's just a little unusual, I guess. Mind you, we're up a little earlier than normal. Pippi jumped on the bed this morning at 5 a.m. and she plopped herself right between us and just lay there. It finally motivated me to get up about 20 to 6. And so we're off to an earlier start today, but it's going to be another beautiful day. Yesterday was gorgeous. Today is going to be beautiful, and tomorrow. And I saw that the forecast for next week is hotter and more humid as well. So our summer is going to be summer. So anyway, we're walking in one of our regular residential walks, but we're walking in a different direction. And it kind of gives you a different perspective. You know, we walk down this street, but normally it's the opposite direction. So we're doing a little different. Oh, I smell skunk. Big, strong. Ooh. Ooh. I bought some peroxide there about, 2 weeks ago at the Jean Coutu, so that I'm stocked up in case Pippi gets skunked. And my nose is a little bit runny today, but I guess there must be some pollen or something going on. So, I don't know what happened yesterday. I saw, hang on a sec, Pip. Saw that Trump was doing his, whatever it is, at the Mount Rushmore. And I read something yesterday, I don't know about anybody else, but the Mount Rushmore monuments, I don't remember when they were created, but the funding for those monuments was predominantly by the KKK. And I found that surprising. But when you stop and think about it, maybe it's not so surprising that, let's call it the white supremacy, the white racism that's been so prevalent in the United States culture was behind that. And I'm on the side of the indigenous. I think that we, as let's call it a general population, have exploited and stolen. We, you know what I mean when I say we. I don't mean myself and you and whatever, but I mean we as a citizen of Canada have benefited from the brutality, the theft, the assumed superiority of the people that came over and discovered, quotes, Canada and the U.S. and basically built up what we're living in now. It's based on a whole series of thefts and brutalities that we were not directly part of, but we're benefiting from. And I don't know what to do about that, to be honest with you, other than I have to sympathize with those folks. And as I have learned, some of this brutality or it's brutality, for example, is not as distant in the past as we thought, or I would have thought. For example, the residential schools issue, what they called the SCOOP program. I only discovered these things from some of the guest speakers that we had at our Laurentian Club meetings over the last 3 or 4 years. And to hear some of the details about what really took place, it was very, very disturbing to me. I had no idea. You know, in Thunder Bay, I grew up. We always knew that the Ojibwe had their reservation and their land, and it was kind of a mystery to me why that was, and it was never really taught at school, and it wasn't something that at my youthful age that I really thought about very much. And it's only in the last few years of retirement and the ability to think and read and ponder, you know, our good fortunes, that this strikes me as a disturbing reality that we've got. So back to the point that Trump was going and doing his rally. I mean, the governor of South Dakota sounds like a real idiot. Said no distancing was going to take place, etc. I mean, it just defying all of the sensible science and risking people's lives deliberately. It just boggles the mind that in today's age, you know, people that are leading people are leading not for the good of the people, but for the good of themselves, or some friggin' thing there that is motivating them. And it's usually self-interest. So that's what I noticed yesterday. So I ended up gluing up my door by myself. After I went in there to the shop, I decided I was going to take a slightly different approach and do it. I said, Lily's home, but if I need her, I'll go and grab her. But finally got it glued up and took the clamps off yesterday evening. And today I'm going to go in there and do some sanding, maybe staining. Not going to do a lot of work today, it's Saturday. And so the door is coming together literally. Oh, there's Pippa, and I got to go clean that one up. That's her second one of the day. Okay, I'm going to sign off, and if there's anything exciting coming, we're going to carry on.